For me, it was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid them back and told them it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line, cause of who I be.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one too low.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. There's Moody with another catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started. Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get this off to Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bulldozes past him, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now Franks. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity. It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason. It's deep in there, man. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Powerful running, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. A first down throw. Here's Franks. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Franks. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the Lions' 23-yard line.
Setting up play action, Franks. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And again, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Franks now. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Wilson's got it complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Room past the 20. It's a room to maneuver. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Franks. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A big connection on that one, 32 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. The Franks looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On play action, now Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Franks.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down and around the 22.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's on the guard, Connor Williams.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Touchdown! Cedric Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Franks finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Franks. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Lions 21, Vikings 17. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 31, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
45. Mike, 45. I got you, boy.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Mooney.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On play action, Roger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Swings this out for Hunt.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target. But all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
To throw is Rodgers. Able to get away. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. He'll look to throw. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred.